Yeah, Air Force head coach Sam Barber here at the Air Force Academy, where our freestyle national team's training. Talk about why you guys brought us out here.
You know, actually, this was Joe Russell's idea, so I can't take any credit for that. So, me and Joe have been longtime friends, and just, we're excited. We have a wonderful relationship with USA Wrestling, and, Coach Zadek, Coach Lindland, and Coach Steiner, all the programs out there. So our partnership here, it's been ongoing for a long time. So this is just another thing that we can do on our side of it to, kind of reciprocate all the help and assistance we get from USA Wrestling.
What's it like having this team out here?
It's great, like again, we're trying to raise the level of our program in the Big 12 Conference, so just having, this level of athlete, these guys that are this committed to the sport of wrestling out here, to see a little bit about the Air Force Academy, to get to understanding, a little bit better understanding about what we do here, what our mission set is here at the Air Force Academy of producing officers for the Air Force, and we do that through the sport of wrestling in our program. So it's great for those guys. I think it's going to be neat for them to go to lunch and get a chance to see, what it's like, just to get a little bit of a view into what it's like to be a cadet at the Air Force Academy for a day.
Like you mentioned, you guys are newer members of the Big 12. Talk about how that's helped shape your program.
It's just raised the level of competitiveness in our program. It's raised the standard of excellence for our guys, where we have to be to compete and get to the NCAA. So it's really been a great thing. As we've been, near the bottom of the Big 12. We've increased our competitive across the country. So it's been great. It's got us in living rooms that we probably wouldn't normally get into recruiting, and it's really, for our first time ever, we have a world team member, and Alex Moss is going to go to U23s, and Isaac Jimenez was second in freestyle. So those type of results weren't happening before, and I think a big part of that is the addition to the Big 12 Conference for Air Force Wrestling.
Yeah, can you talk a little bit about those guys, specifically Mossy, and kind of how he's been on a rise in the Greco scene?
Again, partnership with USA Wrestling around world-class athletes, with a great commitment to the sport, around great coaches, just a lot of synergy between the OTC and Air Force Wrestling. So Alex is a special young man, extremely driven to do excellence in everything he does. He's one of our best students, he's one of our best leaders in his squadron, and he's one of our best athletes on the wrestling team. So it's just who he is. Isaac Jimenez, coming in there and beating a pretty tough kid from Minnesota, beating Josh Terrell from American and wrestling Mitch McKee, in a really tough second match. Again, it's elevated our program. The Big 12 is part of that, but again, both those athletes spent time with the OTC the last 2 years, leading up to the World Championships and the Olympics. So it's just a great partnership we have, and those guys are bought in, doing the right things.
We officially had the start of the NCAA season. How does your team look this year? What are you seeing so far?
Yeah, it's, I definitely think we're a better team than I think we're going to put a better product on the mat than we ever have. So we had 4 to 5 athletes that were, low in the coaches ranking last year. I'm excited about our competitions for them to get out and, kind of put themselves on the map. I definitely think we have some athletes in our program that are capable of, big time results at the NCAA. So excited about that, excited where we're at, and really, the commitment to doing what you need to do from a standard of hard work, intensity, and wrestling a pace is going to put us a little bit higher in those rankings and on the podium. I'm seeing that in our practice room, and I'm excited about it.
Talk about your schedule. You guys have some exciting home matches coming to Colorado.
Yeah, it's a good schedule. We were going to go. The Cowboy Open's a great way to kick off our season, and then after that, we're going to go up and wrestle. A pretty talented University of Minnesota team. A big match for us is going to be wrestling Fresno State on the deck of the Midway, San Diego, Cliff Keen, the Scuffle, and then we're just excited about the Big 12 schedule that's going to bring West Virginia here, and some other great events. So it's a good schedule. It should do what it's supposed to do in preparing us to put guys on the podium at Big 12s and send them to the national tournament.
Battle of the Midway. Talk about how that opportunity presented itself.
I think, quite honestly, I think Navy had some things going on. They couldn't do it. It makes more sense to have Navy on a naval ship, but they definitely wanted to have a military member on that. So Troy Steiner called me up, and we jumped at the opportunity again for us to do something in a military environment as future officers with our young men. It's an important deal. We're excited about that. There's some other things going on with it. It's great. There's a former wrestler from the University of Minnesota that's a Navy SEAL. We're going to spend some time at their training compound in Coronado Beach. And again, for us to do something as military members in a military environment and showcase our guys' athletic ability is really special.
Awesome. Thanks for your time, Coach.
All right, thanks. Appreciate it.